Would you like to support Cubs Out Loud? One way is to join us over on Patreon. For as little as $1 a month, patrons get early access to our shows, the pre and post show, and various other rewards. You can learn more at patreon.com/Cubs Out Loud. Thanks to all our patrons for their support in making this podcast. It's Sunday, November 16th, 2025. I'm Jeff.
Who's your bear? That's right. I am your bear.
I'm Damon.
I don't brew the tea, I just serve it.
And that makes me Gary.
Everyone else is thinking it, and I just say it.
Welcome to Cubs Out Loud, the Bear Podcast of Indeterminate Length, episode number 806. And for once in a while, I finally get it right. No hitches, no, what number are we? Here we are. It's great because, well, you know, I'm going to be heading home next week. Damon is not heading home next week. For once.
No.
It's like a complete reversal.
It's like
But-
Friday.
You know, I frequently don't go home for Thanksgiving. Damon is well known to go home for Thanksgiving. Gary is well known for having Friendsgiving.
Friendsgiving.
Do you find a lie in any of this?
No.
Here we are. Gary, I feel like this is a... Let's talk about food. What are we talking about?
Yeah, so the big gut-busting holiday is approaching here in the U.S., as you said. We're just days away from that belly-bursting holiday. However, the economy has become a challenge for some folks here in the U.S.
Fact.
And the recent SNAP benefits debacle from the government shutdown has not helped. So I was thinking about that, and I was like, when I was younger, half my age, I did not have the income I have now. Not that I'm rolling in it or anything, but it's kind of usually the progression of your life. When you're younger, you don't make as much money, especially if you're in like college or university, they're running things or that you're surviving on ramen noodles. So when it comes to Thanksgiving, and we as Americans kind of really market this as a big splurging event, but what if you don't have the money to do that? So I thought, what if we looked at frozen meal selections to give us the flavors of that T-Bird day, but on a reduced budget? So a la the meme where you pick the things that make up your meal, this is going to be like that, but different. We have 4 groupings of frozen meals that have been grouped together kind of based on their price points. And all of these price points are in American dollars, and they were done in the past week from various different vendors. Because there's a plethora, a lot of things out there that kind of fit within this. There's some classics, some interesting mixed up versions for consideration. And so I was wondering what we think about these as items when the wallet can't necessarily handle the big Americana Norman Rockwell spread deal. Or in like the circumstances we're talking about, Damon's not going home, I'm not traveling anywhere. I don't know if I'm going to be going to see the family on Thanksgiving Day or not. So a part of me doing this was like, well, now I know I could go to my local supermarket and like Instacart something to kind of homage the holiday, so to speak. So, that being said, did I really misspell it?
Yep.
I'm watching Damon edit the live talk.
Thanks, Google. Because I went to put it in, and I was like, "Oh, that's never good."
That's all right. Well, that goes to show that I hand typed it and I didn't copy paste it and I didn't use ChatGPT. Anyways, see, just like Thanksgiving dinner, we're gonna have a fight about something. All right. That being said, so yeah, we're gonna discuss like these price points, the value kind of you get out of it. I'm just gonna say this. I think this is going to be questionable in terms of satisfaction when it comes to satiety, as in how full you get, because Thanksgiving is the holiday where you just like pack it in and you go
Fair.
back and have seconds and thirds. And that's not really going to be a choice here because everything's pretty much single serve.
Very true.
Single serve.
Well,
Huh.
and so if you're going to have friends over, if you're going to have a gathering and you're going to try to do something like there's some economics to be at play here, perhaps. And if you're on your own, you might want to like consider some things. Hell, you might splurge, you get more than one.
True.
So that being said, we've got 4 basic tiers, lower, 2 in the middle, like I called the middle 1 and middle 2, and then higher. And basically, we're just going through the price points, all the way from $1 all the way up to almost $7. So depending on what your wallet or your bank account or whatever can handle, is kind of the idea behind this. So with that being said, are we ready to see what the current options are?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I have
right.
them up on the screen.
So in the lower
already.
grouping, what's that?
I already have them up.
Okay. So in
Oh.
the lower bracket, the very lowest point is an all-time classic, banquet turkey pot pie. So all of us are of the same generation. I don't know about y'all, but like this was a thing growing up as a kid to have pot pies like as your dinner, probably with, something on the side to go with it. And back in the day, they weren't even microwavable. They came in a little aluminum pan,
Yep.
and you took them out of the box and you threw it in the oven and you waited like 45 goddamn minutes or whatever.
To be fair,
And it's only a
worth it.
buck.
It is better to do the oven method than the microwave method. It is so much better. There's a
I will.
huge difference between the two.
I will agree. Like, I pot pies was a thing in my family for a long time. Not necessarily banquet, but like the thing to do was preheat the oven and put them in the oven because you got a better overall just meal.
I always keep these handy. I have them at the ready
Nice,
for whenever I have pot pies. So I reuse them.
nice.
So it's not like I tear some strips of aluminum foil and then I throw them away. And then the next time, pot pie, I just tear another one. No, I just use them over and over again. It works just
Nice.
fine.
So yeah, Banquet is kind of a well-known brand. It's been around for a very long time. It was a brand when I was little.
Yeah.
So this is not a surprise to me. I'm gonna say this: it's 7 ounces.
Yeah,
One ain't gonna do it.
they're pretty lacking, at least for us big boys.
Yeah. Yeah. I will own, like when I was younger, I could eat like a this and be fine. But as I've gotten older and larger, yeah,
For yourself,
I
you
can't
put
do
2 in the oven.
I could do 2. I would normally do like, actually, no, I'm lying. When I was in high school, we used to do 2. We used to do 2.
Well, that's not a surprise, especially if you're a teen and you're growing and you're hungry. Like,
Yeah.
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 So next up, staying with the same manufacturer banquet meals, there is a meal of turkey mashed potatoes with peas.
Mm.
And that's $1.87. Damon, you already have thoughts about this 10-ounce. Listen, they promote that the mashed potatoes are made with real cream.
That's great.
I mean, in general, whenever I have a TV dinner, because I'm lazy, with mashed potatoes, actually, even with any vegetable, I will put a pat of butter in after it's done cooking and just like keep the cellophane
Mhm.
over it, so it'll just kind of steam and melt, and mix in some extra butter.
Mm. Yeah, I used to do the same with like mashed potatoes. I would always do like a butter, salt and pepper, probably
Hmm.
I used to have like a steak seasoning,
Mhm.
just 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 to add a little bit flavor to it. Um, and it didn't matter what meal it was on. If it was mashed potatoes, it was like butter, salt, pepper, or the steak seasoning because it's just the way it worked. The
Despite how much
meal
sodium it
brings
has
back,
probably in these dishes.
yeah,
Nope. We're not getting into fat, and we're not getting into sodium. We're not going to talk about cholesterol. Okay,
It
God damn
still
it.
requires salt.
different thing. But um, there are memories of this thing, and I just the turkey slices. Every time I see, I'm looking at the picture right now, and I'm having like a flashback of just like looking at this package growing up, or not a similar package because I think there's the older one I think, and just being like, I I never liked the banquet turkey. It was so not even flavorless. Flavorless is not the word. It just wasn't pleasant on the tongue.
Texture thing.
Calling it turkey, calling it turkey, I think is a gross misinterpretation.
It was made with
Just
turkey. It was formed from turkey. Not
yeah,
directly from the
that part.
turkey.
That
There was
part.
some additional processing to get it into that like half circle shape.
Yeah, yeah,
Listen,
exactly.
this isn't the same camp as chicken patties to me. Don't be
Mm,
yum. Like
still,
there's a factor that I can appreciate about this.
I mean, but given what it is, looking at the pictures, it's not a small meal.
Oh, no, no, no,
Okay.
no. It is a small meal. It is
Oh
tiny.
wait, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay. Wait, that's a 10-ounce meal. Oh baby, no. Okay, never mind. I was sorry. I am looking at Google Pictures and the box I couldn't see the box like fully. So next to it they have like a giant eagle like picture and I'm like, that's a lot of food. No. Mm. And I think I'm even looking at the wrong one. Um
Neither
because
of
this
these last
apparently
two are very big. Like the pot
yeah.
pie is about maybe 2 inches high and only
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 across.
Right.
These are tiny,
Yeah.
tiny things. This is good for like a toddler to like 8-year-old.
So
It's these are kids'
servings
meals.
servings are not the greatest for sure.
Right.
Okay.
But you kind of
Next up
get what you
is
pay for being so cheap.
well, and that's kind of one of the things that's a factor, right, in your decision making. So next up is $2.27. This is sort of a classic to me. I remember these being around. In fact, it's funny because I'm like, they still make these. Hormel turkey with dressing. Um, the completes is the thing. It's
Hmm.
if you've ever seen it, it's a oval white plastic dish with the thing on it. They sell them in multi packs, and you just like unpeel it. I think to give it a little like breathing space. Pop that sucker in the microwave. Um, it cracks me up because and just so everybody knows, all of these dishes automatically come with a gravy of some kind. So
Right.
just be aware. I'm not listing it in everyone, but anyways. But this is the beginning of a promotional thing that we'll see. It has 20 grams of protein in it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
you kind of have to take it into measure as to how much that looks like, I guess, or how important that is.
Yeah.
I've had this.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be cheap, want something that I don't have to freeze.
Right.
Because these things are not in the freezer section. They are right there on your everyday shelf.
Right.
And you can just keep it in your cover in your pantry, which means that it's ultra preserved.
Mm-hmm.
Hermetically
Not
sealed.
quite apocalypse food, but
Yeah.
If you're just looking for something cheap, something you don't have to have in the freezer, make sure you have at least 2.
Right.
It's about this big.
Yeah.
The entire dish is like,
Yeah.
it's about the equivalent of the banquet pot pie.
Right.
It's a little longer. It's an
Yeah.
oval shape instead of a circle,
It's funny.
and it probably it tastes worse. Especially
gonna say,
considering you cannot. You do not put that into the oven. That is, you have to put it in the microwave to heat it up. So
Yeah.
in the end, it's awful. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's not worth the $227.
These meals, these things, I can understand the appeal. Yeah, I can understand the appeal. I can understand like, oh, hey, it's all together. It's I won't say kind of self-stable. You don't need to refrigerate it. You don't need, you don't need to freeze it. It's just sort of like, easy to grab and go kind of thing. I get that.
This is a thing that's probably more meant for you to like for your work lunch.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Heat it up in the microwave in the break room. It's not great, but at least it has some
20 grams of
nutrients. I'm not sure how nutritious it really is.
It's got at least 20 grams of protein and enough preservatives to kill a horse.
Yeah, and that dressing that's in there is packed. It is not heavy at all. It is brick. So it definitely needs moisture.
Yeah.
Maybe a little playing with your fork to fluff it up.
God. Oh. I'm good.
So yeah, David's gonna pass off this one. I can tell.
Yeah,
I'm going to get one of those big canisters of stovetop stuffing.
God, just the idea behind it. It's not. Anyway, it's never good.
Yeah.
It's okay. It'll work in a pinch. I'll eat it if I have to. I'll put it like that.
I will say this. I would never buy any of these. Well, maybe I buy the completes just because I'm really, really, really lazy and for some reason need to de-thaw my fridge and I need something to eat for a few days. But other than that, no.
Yeah, I mean, that one definitely strikes me as I'm going to pick it up if it's on sale, like, and I need something to put in my pantry because I got lazy and didn't do shopping or something.
It's like emergency rations. It's not meant to be good, just to be filling and semi-nutritious.
Yeah. There you go. That's a great thing I want in a meal. I have to.
I need to eat something.
Or I'll starve. Yeah. Okay. Moving right along.
This makes me laugh. So I put in Weight Watchers because that's what the Smart Ones line was when it got introduced. But notably, this imaging removed Weight Watchers trademark from it. And I'm like, you ain't fooling me none. Like, I'm old enough to know better. And this is their turkey with mashed potatoes. That's it. It's just turkey potatoes and some gravy. It's 19 grams of protein. Oh, and my favorite thing, excellent source of protein. You know, for the marketing.
Well,
Makes
as a only moderately hefty man and not really having to worry too much about my weight. I see anything with like smart ones or something about weight loss or healthy, and I'm like, no, skip it,
fair.
ignore.
Yeah, this causes PTSD for me. My mother went through a lot of different programs when I was growing up as a child and a teen. So the concept of like purchasing a diet meal is just no. That's not what I want to do.
Right.
There are other things luckily we have as options.
I think that
And
this ends up being a marketing issue, at least for us.
I will say this. I will say this as someone who has been on this, like, I need these like diet meals or lower calorie or whatever they are. Um, the reason they're low calorie is because there's not as much food. Like, point blank period. There's not nearly as much. I know it sucks, but considering one of the reasons we're doing this, like, hey, you need a lot of, you want maybe more bang for your buck. Go put in a little bit more and get something a little bigger. This one is this one isn't it. I have not had this one, but I've had other smart ones, and that's my issue. Like, there's not a lot there. There's not nearly as much as, I mean, what we've seen so far, this is probably the most food, but even that is saying something.
It has 1 gram
Not
less
cutting it.
protein than the completes.
I know. Oh, no, close this. I don't want that open. I'm trying to get a good look at a box to figure out how many ounces. Looks like 19, or no, that's a 10. Never mind. I think we're hitting the 10 number often enough. Nope, 9. Okay, nice. Yeah, that's what I thought.
All right, so rounding up the lower grouping at $2.76, we've got Marie Callender's, one of the big players we'll see today, with what they're calling the turkey cheese tomato bacon dressing bowl. So this is a mashup. So it says Kentucky inspired, as we all look to Damon, because we now, if
Okay.
you know what they're doing a riff on.
Yeah,
Turkey bacon and stuffing bowl. It says cheese sauce with turkey breast, tomato, bacon over herbed seasoned stuffing. 22 grams of protein. No artificial flavors, no artificial colors. And it is 11 ounces. So it is a frozen meal that you would heat up.
yeah. So for those that don't know, hey, Kentucky, I was born and raised there. This is supposed to be, I guess, a take Kentucky inspired. I think they're trying to make a hot bread. That's what I think they're trying to do with this sort of concept. That being said, this looks like garbage. Not
Okay.
not like complete kind of thing, but this just doesn't look. I would not ever pick this up. I get that it has bacon and cheese and such, but like, I just my brain would not go gravitate towards this.
Look, it's a cheese sauce. And of course, is very, very thin.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not for me. It's not for me.
Look, I like Marie Callender's,
Mhm.
but I'm very particular
too.
about certain things with Marie Callender's, which we may talk about later.
Okay. I'm going to say this, and this is not meant to be disrespectful to the people of Kentucky. I ain't mad about it. Like, I'm honest, when I saw this, I was like, ooh, that's interesting.
Keep in mind,
Because
they say
it's not
Kentucky inspired. They don't say anything
never
about authenticity.
totally accurate. Totally accurate.
Like if you
So-
hear
Yeah, that's a
about a
good-
dish and the relative components to it, and then you take those components and put it together, it's not necessarily going to be the dish.
No, that's fair. That's very fair. I will say this. If I saw it and they were promoting it, I would probably pay attention. If it was on sale and it was like 4 for $10, like $2.50 a piece or something like that, I would be so tempted. But then another part of me is like, do I want to buy 4? I really just want to taste it, so I just want to get one. Like, do you know what I mean? Like that whole like debate about if I'm not gonna like it, then what the hell do I do with the other ones?
And it's in a most likely in a black plastic bowl, but the contents only fill up half of it, and it's about only like an inch or two deep.
Yeah.
The one thing
So-
that whenever I see anything which is a bowl of something, it is always disappointing. This is not a bowl. It would barely fill up my actual bowls.
Fair.
No, I mean like a real bowl.
No, I know.
That's the other part. Again, about the portion sizing. All right. So, taking a pivot, we're going to go to the top of the middle group, number 1. Healthy Choice, a well-known brand in the U.S., has a Top Chef-inspired cafe steamer that is honey pepper glazed turkey with roasted sweet potatoes, green beans, wild rice, and onions. So obviously this is meant to be like a not so much a dietary like diet thing, but something that's I guess more healthy for you. Happens to have 14 grams of protein and promotes 9 grams of whole grains, which would be the rice component aspect of it.
Yeah, they've got some a good food stylist.
Yeah. Like looking at this picture,
Mm-hmm.
I would want to eat that. I doubt it will ever look like this. But looking at the picture, like that looks kind of tasty. I might want to give that a try.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would give it a try. I would give it a shot. I know it's not going to fill me up. I know it's not going to be the. It'll be a nice like thing to have. Like maybe I do this in like a pot pie. Like I don't know. Thinking off the
Right.
top of my head. But it would be a decent amount of food for me to eat. I would hope.
It's fair. Yeah, I agree. The marketing sell on the packaging is definitely nice, high quality.
Yeah, so
it draws me in. It makes
the
me
look
wanna-
of that looks like it could fit in this bowl, but
It
it
looks
really
like
could
it.
probably fit in this bowl.
Right.
Right. Yeah, there's well, I mean, you're not wrong. It will fit in the first bowl. It's just there'll be a bunch more room left over.
It could perfectly fit in this bowl.
Yeah.
That bowl that they're showing is probably about the size of this, if not a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
You can't fool me.
Agreed. Next up at $3.27, Marie Callender's is back, this time with a turkey pot pie. So this is a bit of a jump from the banquet one. This one boasts 25 grams of protein. Now, to be fair, this is what they call the large size of their pot pie.
Oh, you're talking about the large size?
That's
Because
this
that's
one
what I
is.
was going to bring up.
Yeah.
because Marie Calendar sells pot pies in two sizes. There's the standard size, which is probably a little bit bigger than the banquet. Not much different. And then there's the large size, which actually can fill up most of this bowl. Because I always cook it and then just dump it out into a bowl and kind of mix it all together and nom 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 nom. Marie Callender's large size pot pies are great. I love them. Do I want to get the turkey one? No, because turkey is kind of flavorless in general.
Fair point.
But like the chicken or the beef or any of their other varieties in the large size, great. I'm very disappointed when one of their flavors, the creamy Parmesan something, which I absolutely adore, is not available in the large size at my local grocery store. It's very disappointing. I could get it at HEB. I can't get it here at Kroger. I hate Kroger, but it's the closest grocery store, so I'm going there. I'm not driving 2 days just to get to an HEB so I can get the proper food.
Nice.
I've been spoiled by HEB.
Yes. I like this one.
Yeah.
This was one of the ones I think I remember having. I don't think they had the regular and large size when I was younger. I don't think they did. I could be wrong, but Marie Calendar was our go-to brand. I'll put it like that. Growing up. So
they make really good frozen pot pies.
Yeah.
And again,
so
oven. Put your aluminum foil around the edges.
Yeah. Good times.
Yeah,
as a replacement Thanksgiving dinner. No, I have better ideas. But
fair.
I love the large size Marie Calendar pot pies.
Yeah, that's fair. I agree. Like this would be a definite for me. And no, it does not technically meet the standard to suffice for Thanksgiving dinner in a traditional way, but yeah.
And I think in a pinch, considering you could potentially feed 4 people for at least like under 15, maybe. Trying to do math real quickly in my head. That's not bad. It's not going to be like a great, Thanksgiving meal, but like if this was a larger one and you could, do something with it, that works. I would be okay with it. Depending on my situation, I would be okay with
it. You could expand on this. You could have rolls with some butter. You could have some salad. You could make a side if you wanted to. Do you know what I mean? Like you could kind of really zhuzh up and make a meal.
Yeah.
And everybody to
have some cranberry sauce, make some mashed potatoes.
Yeah. You can have this be like the main course, as it were, like the main like part of it, but have the things along with it, and it'd be a pretty decent meal.
All you need to do is get a box of the or even the pouches of powdered mashed potatoes.
True.
I don't know this.
Speaking of pies, pot pies, yeah, here's one of those unexpected things. Marie Callender's has a turkey and stuffing Thanksgiving pie. So this is turkey breast and with stuffing or dressing, green beans and corn in a mushroom gravy topped with mashed potatoes. So it's kind of like a Thanksgiving spin on a shepherd's pie.
Right.
And it boasts 14 grams of protein in a serving.
Yeah, I think I've seen this. And the box is bigger than like the pot pies. So there's definitely a bit more food. I think it's no, wait a minute, never mind. I'm thinking I'm seeing the family size when I saw that. Because that's probably going to be one of those tiny dish barely anything, you might as well just get the regular pot pie. Because that's 11.5 ounces. It's going to be a tiny dish.
Yes, David.
I am confusion, and I don't like this.
Yeah.
Just gonna put it out there. Looking at this picture for podcast listeners, I looked at this thing and then I looked at the camera because I'm like, what the actual fuck is this? And then I kind of kept reading it, and I'm like, oh, okay, I get what they're going for. It's a play on a shepherd's pie. Okay, I understand it. That being said, so hey, I think Jeff and I are in a similar boat. We're fans, are connoisseurs, as it were, of like the frozen TV dinner kind of thing. I think we've eaten them, not so much for me recently, but in my past, like when I was living alone, for sure. Um, the thing I'm having an issue with is the layer of mashed potatoes, because the problem I often have with frozen TV dinner mashed potatoes is they do one of two things. They either get super liquidy and like almost like repowder, which is weird. I don't understand it. Like the like moisture just pours out of it, but it's still there, or it becomes super gummy. And my worry is what is happening with this being the top layer of it.
Mm.
Now, I think you could potentially resolve it if you are making these in an oven, kind of like you would do their pot pies. But even then, I always worry about even cooking and all of that. This would be a meal I'd probably pull out of the freezer to thaw.
Okay.
Before I made it. It also doesn't look that appetizing. I keep looking at the picture. It does not look that great.
I think it looks great, but they're probably a great food photographer.
True.
And plus, it's
So-
in a cast iron baking dish.
Which is not in the box.
No, absolutely not.
Just to be abundantly clear, this marketing is obviously deceptive because you are not getting a cast iron dish in your frozen section. So next up for Marie calendars is kind of more traditional what we think of when it comes to a frozen meal. This is roast turkey breast with mashed taters and dressing, and it happens to have green beans and carrot slivers with gravy. So this is home style stuffing. Anyways, this one does not promote the protein in it, which makes me laugh because they're obviously not caring about like trying to sell to that demographic or market. Although it did make me laugh. It says 320 calories, and then they jammed in the word delicious as like an after effect, like on the box, which just makes me laugh. Like that they had to clarify that they're delicious calories. I'm like, okay, sure. Happens to be, I think, 14 ounces.
Yeah.
So obviously, as the price goes up, we're getting probably larger portions, presumably also some better quality. So this to me looks a little bit more traditional, like what we think of in terms of like Thanksgiving components.
Right.
I have to see the size of the box.
I've had, like, again, it's been a while, but I've had this meal before. It's good. It's pretty good, if I'm remembering. It flavors, it feels, it's a good dinner. I will give it that much.
Yeah, they're really good about the flavor. But
yeah.
Usually my issue in most of these, especially with Marie calendars, is portions.
Mm-hmm.
Because God damn it, I'm a bear.
I mean, that's fair. I get it.
Yeah.
And again, next up, Marie calendars. This time, honey roasted turkey breast. And it says in a sweet gravy. I'm not sure why they have to say sweet. Served with creamy mashed potatoes and vegetables. The vegetables on the box are broccoli and carrots. Promotes 19 grams of protein, and it's the same price, $3.48. So I guess the question becomes, would you prefer the previous one, which includes dressing, or would you forego that? Doesn't matter to you or not, given that they're the same price.
Right.
I would probably skip both of these.
Fair.
I'd be like,
If I had
I can find better options.
if I had to choose between one or the other, I'd probably go for the one with the stuffing.
Same.
If I was feeling, I very feel like a more Thanksgiving-y kind of thing. Also, the stuffing is probably going to fill me up a little bit more. I know it may not be as, but it's carb. It'll help. I've also had this one, but it's been a minute. I think I've had this one.
I don't
Anyway,
think
it's
I've
been a
ever had
minute.
this
If
one.
I
See, I don't
Um,
usually get Marie Callender's frozen dinners.
mm,
What I get of Marie Callender's are their pot pies.
right,
That's our strong suit.
yeah, but this one's not bad.
Yeah.
I'd probably do the first one. If I had to pick between the two, I'd probably get the first
Fair.
Same.
All right. Middle number 2 grouping, top of the list at $3.49, just a penny more. Healthy choice. They have a roasted turkey, dressing, green beans, and cinnamon apples. So we got a dessert spin coming in this case, promoting 17 grams of protein.
one. I love how the first um um
It's considered a
when I
classic, air quotes.
when, when I put this into my Google, the first link is HEB. Sorry, Jeff.
No, sorry, I'm getting the same thing.
Yeah. um, man, this actually looks really good from what I'm seeing in the picture. Now, again, probably good photographer, but
Oh, are you getting the
yeah.
one where somebody actually took a picture of the actual TV dinner?
No. I see that next. I'm looking at the very first. I'm looking at the box. Then I see that. I saw that picture. I'm like, oh, okay.
I do think that the person who took that picture of the actual TV dinner, the lighting doesn't make it look very appetizing.
No.
But I think it would probably look better. Not to say that it's great, but
Right.
but it still it definitely does not look what's on the box. The one thing that's what I'm curious about is, where are those apples? It looks like they're on the side, but when I look at the picture of somebody taking a picture of the dish, there's a spot for the potatoes, a spot for the green beans, and then the turkey gravy and stuffing are all in one section. No additional one for the apples. Usually that's a separate compartment.
So I think I'm gonna say this, and you're probably not gonna like it. I think if you're looking at the same picture I am from the Reddit post, the thing that's on the left is not mashed potatoes. That is the apples.
Ew.
Yeah, because there's
Possibly.
no mashed potatoes like for the box.
Yeah.
Yeah, that picture's not
golden-
great. Because I'm looking at the gravy, and I can almost guarantee the gravy doesn't look that pale.
Yeah. The picture's not good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like it's a bad fucking picture. But
But it still
reading what
shouldn't
it
the flash shouldn't reflect white off of the apples.
you know. This is not this is a very weirdly very high like lit. I bet there's a fluorescent light above
No,
them.
no. Here's what happened. They took their phone, and the flash went off, and the flash ruined the picture.
Maybe. But anywho, this one's okay. I've had this one too. It's
Yeah.
okay. It's not like great, but it's okay. It's not a good, I will admit, it's probably not a great, like, I'm going to get a good Thanksgiving meal out of this. No, you're not.
Right.
Sorry.
Fair. All right.
the
So
fuck
we're
is
going to
this?
pivot and go to lean cuisine. Their first option, also $3.49, is glazed turkey dressing with sweet potato mash.
All right, you made one huge
Oh.
fatal mistake on this. You said
that?
lean cuisine. Yeah. Well, I suppose those are sweet potatoes, but they don't look good. Too much pink or orange
Yeah,
or
it's 14
something.
grams. It's a signature dish. Sorry, whipped sweet potatoes. I said mash, whatever, same thing. They are not chunks. They are not like in their recognized form of any kind.
Well, it's basically the equivalent of like regular mashed potatoes, except it's sweet potatoes.
Right.
Sweet potatoes, which aren't actually a potato, they're gourd. But still tasty. Just very different from a potato. You can do a lot similar to potato with sweet potatoes. But they're definitely two very different flavors. Good.
Yeah.
But different.
Agreed.
The box itself is what's turning me off. That picture, really, they needed to use a different background color on that. Because it's
That
way too
that
orange.
ombre orange to
Yeah.
peach kind of thing isn't working for you.
Yeah, I mean, if it was a white background where it made the color of the sweet potatoes pop a little bit more, because the color of the sweet potatoes kind of blend in with the background, and everything kind of gets washed out. Yeah, it's not good. They tried, but
David, you look so sad.
That looked awful. I'm sorry. That looked,
yeah, it doesn't.
and I like sweet potatoes and I like
yeah.
turkey and the idea behind it I think is great, but looking at
They
I'm
do
good.
not have a good food stylist.
No, they do not. Yeah, it wasn't good. It was no,
Actually, I think the stylization is okay. Note I didn't say great. Okay, it's that background.
It also
is
looks
making
like
it really gross.
That looks like a barely a lunch for me, if that even. I'd probably be like,
most of these are very tried to make themselves look like way more than they actually are. You know how zoomed in they are on the plate, about this big.
Yeah. Agreed. Well, sticking with lean cuisine, there's an alternative option of this. Still 14 grams. It's 10 calories more. And this is roasted turkey breast with herb dressing and cinnamon apples.
Now, I like apples. So whenever you say cinnamon apples, I'm like, ooh, good. I love cinnamon apples. But then you said lean cuisine. Them and their orange backgrounds. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, these are this. I'm good. I don't need to say anything else. I'm good. No, no,
I
thank
will
you.
say this. I agree with Jeff. Hearing cinnamon apples, I'm like, ooh, yeah. It's such a nice, like, lovely side dish. But then I'm like, that's not what these are. I guarantee it. Like, I'm not gonna like these because they're gonna be frozen and then they're gonna be like thawed / cooked, and it's just not gonna be what I want, which means I'm gonna have to make it myself, which defeats the whole purpose.
Yeah, and it's probably barely any, like a couple ounces.
Right.
Well,
But
there are a couple of pictures of the meal like people have posted. So the tray of the tray is like a third of the tray,
Okay.
maybe 2/3.
yeah, a third of the
But
tray.
it's not. Yeah,
Two
it's not bad.
thirds are everything else, and then the apples on the other side. Doesn't look quite appetizing.
Yeah,
I've seen better apples in a frozen dinner than these.
yeah,
Um,
same.
now, if I saw it in person, I might think differently because I'm a huge cooked apple fan.
Right.
So it might be more appetizing if I wasn't looking at it in a amateur picture.
Right.
Like I want the authentic dish with a professional photographer. I would love to see with lighting and everything with the actual dishes taken by a professional photographer. Because that box looks different than the first one I saw.
Yeah.
Still, that's very food stylish thing because it's on a regular, like a real plate, versus the black microwavable dish.
All right.
So next up, so Jeff will be happy we're leaving lean cuisine. We're going to Stouffer's,
That
another
doesn't help
well-known
much.
frozen meal brand. In this case, we've got roast turkey with stuffing in a home-style gravy with mashed potatoes, 18 grams of protein. In this case, it's 10 cents more at $3.59. I know we've been kind of ragging on the styling stuff, but I have to say that box looks good.
Yeah, that's a really good picture.
Like, and honestly, I'm totally being schnookered by the steam coming off the food in the picture on the box.
Right.
Even though that's not probably going to be real unless I nuke the shit out of it.
Right.
Again, ITV dinner in the oven, not the microwave, whenever possible.
Fair.
Yeah.
It always gives a better thing. This doesn't look bad. When I found the picture of somebody actually taking of the actual product, I think this would be decent. It's Stouffer's, so I always have expectations about Stouffer's, and that's not very high. There are other brands that I would definitely prefer. So, but
understood.
It looks fine. It looks pretty good for a TV dinner.
Yeah.
Cool.
This one
Speaking
is one of the better that we've seen.
See, sometimes you have to pay a little extra. Yeah. Again, you're paying.
Speaking of TV dinners, here is one of the classics. Next up.
Oh dear.
At $3.74, Hungry Man. Roasted carved turkey, mashed potatoes, dressing, mixed veggies, and cranberry relish.
Yes. Yes. So, I get Marie calendars for the pot pies. But if I'm getting a TV dinner, it's going to be a Hungry Man TV dinner. Because they always have the portions And the portions, I find they're flavorful. They have their apples for those dishes that have it are delicious. I love their cranberry relish. Is delicious. Everything is yes, yes, yes. Obviously, when I cook this, I'm definitely putting a pat of butter over the corn and the mashed potatoes and keeping the cellophane on for a little bit to melt into it, and then crack some pepper and salt onto it to season it because this is seasoned, and if it is not
It's
very well.
funny. You mentioned um, corn, and I'm kind of like, but the pictures I'm seeing, none of them are corn. Most of them are like a veggie medley.
Right.
Oh,
And
sorry. I'm looking at a bunch of the pictures, and one of them was like an actual TV dinner, which has corn on it. So the
right,
vegetables.
yeah.
Let me put it that way.
But
The
yeah,
vegetables.
this one, looking at this and looking at like again, people take pictures of the actual meal out of it. Like I can see where this would satiate people. This would satiate someone because it looks like a lot of food. From what I can see. And I'm okay with that. I think that's the positive of it. I think given the price point and what they're doing, I think this is appropriate.
Mhm.
And it does look like it'll be a good feel. It's also a nice little mix of flavors. You're getting a like that cranberry relish or cranberry like apple cranberry compote, I think is the other thing it says. Um, you're getting something really nice and sweet and little, but not fully sweet. It'll be probably
Tart.
tart-ish with the cranberry.
Mhm. I love
And you're
cranberry.
getting a lot of like veggie and protein and everything. So I think it works really well.
It gives a much more
Yeah.
balance. Swanson has always been good at their frozen dinners,
Mm.
and their Hungry Man brand, especially after getting older and eating someone who can scarf down more food. The Hungry Man really hits the spot. Sure,
Mm.
I could probably have a little bit more, but I think it gives you get full enough where
Yeah.
you're like just on the edge of completely satisfied.
Right. That's kind of what I think it works. I
Yeah.
think the sizing and the portion works really.
Right. So this gets us to our higher grouping. At 379, we've got lean cuisine balance bowls, roasted turkey with roasted potatoes and green beans. And then I wrote cranberries question mark in parentheses because in the picture there is technically cranberries in the dish, but they are not in the
Uh-huh.
description. And this is a high protein item that they're promoting with 17 grams of protein, half cup veggies, gluten free, just so you know.
I don't think there's cranberries in here. Am I looking at the right thing? Roasted turkey
I'm
with
looking at the
roasted
picture.
potatoes. Oh, no, that's not it. I'm trying to find this one. It's not coming up for me.
I found it in the images pretty quickly.
Yeah, I'm getting
By
lean
Google.
cuisine, roasted turkey, and vegetables. Oh, there we go. Turkey tenderloins with roasted potatoes and green beans and gravy. That it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think those are
I
cranberries.
what are they
And
then?
please explain the round red things that are in the
Yeah, but I don't
image
think
on
those
the
are
box.
cranberries.
I think they are. That's what makes me laugh about this. I'm like, they don't describe it, but I'm like, dude, the picture has red round things in it, and they're not tomatoes. So it just makes me laugh. I'm like, either they're lying in their description, or like they decided to leave the image as is without
There
correcting it or
there are
changing it.
cranberries in it. Thank you, HarrisTeeter.com. Whoever, I guess you're maybe you're a restaurant, not a restaurant, a grocery
It's
store. But
a high end grocery chain in the Carolinas.
Got it. Well, they give the basically all the ingredients on that's on the back of the box, and one of the things that is mentioned
Oh,
is
sweet and dried
sweetened
cranberries.
dried
Okay.
cranberries. Yeah.
So they're
So they definitely
craisins.
have they. Oh, it says it's okay. Okay. Sorry. Just reading disclaimers. We're dealing with another bowl.
Mm.
I know how I feel about bowl. I don't know. It's also lean cuisine, so it's kind of like two strikes already. Hate to say it, it's just already at the two strike mark.
That's true.
And I think my third strike, in all honesty, is this is like 379. So this is the potential. This is going to be a lot for potentially a little, unless that bowl is well filled. I'm good.
Oh, I'm
I can
sure the
pass.
bowl is well filled. It's just not that big.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think this will be a three strikes and it's out kind of thing for me.
That's fair.
I have a problem with this picture. It doesn't look like it's turkey. It looks like it's shrimp or something. Maybe it's something to
That's
do
fair.
with that orange background again.
Yeah,
Could be.
It's making it look
We
so
already know you're not a
orange.
fan.
It doesn't look right. It doesn't look like it's the meat it's claiming to be. I don't care what anybody says.
Speaking of meat,
Turkey is meat. Specific type of meat, but it's still meat.
Yeah. So, yeah, speaking of meat, next up we're going back to Banquet. Mega Meats. Banquet, made in the USA since 1953. 26 grams of protein. It's their carved turkey meal. It comes with mashed potatoes and dressing. I mean, these are kind of your three staples most people think of an American Thanksgiving meal: turkey,
yeah,
mashed potatoes, dressing, stuffing, whatever you call it. Also with gravy. And I have to admit, if I'm by myself, I'm not able to do something. Maybe, the weather's not great. The family called off the event. I live walking distance from a grocery store. I can be over there in like 5 to 7 minutes and get stuff and come back.
right.
I'm like, this qualifies. Is it
Mhm.
everything? No. But,
Get a can of
you know,
cranberry sauce. You'll be fine. Maybe a bag of salad.
No. Anyway,
Look, I'm trying to be
um,
budget and easy.
no,
yeah,
I know. I would be like, okay, I'm gonna get a can of corn or some frozen corn, and I'm probably gonna buy a croissant roll in the tube thing so I can make my own croissants at
ah,
home
Some
with some
Pillsbury.
got
butter.
it.
Like, and yeah. Also extra gravy. Anyway.
Fair.
Um,
This is
David, you're thinking long and hard about this.
this is Banquet's version of Hungry Man. So Swanson
Right.
has Hungry Man. Banquet has the Mega.
Fair.
mega meal, mega meat,
Well,
mega
this
meat.
this is for a meat dish, so they call it Mega Meats. But they also have Mega Bowls, which don't get me
Oh.
started on that.
Okay.
So this is that version. It's okay. I'd rather get the Hungry Man. Mainly because I think probably because the Hungry Man has a greater variety of things. It has veggies, it has fruit, it has the mashed potatoes, it has the turkey, it has the stuffing, it has everything.
Fair.
And maybe in smaller
making me look
portions
things
than what they
up.
have here because they could put more potatoes in because they don't have the other stuff. But,
This is making me look up things. Bear with me.
oh, this is Tasting Table has a ranking of these. The Banquet Turkey Meal. Mega Meats was only 7 on his top 10.
So this was what I figured. I knew there was something I was having a problem with this fucking thing. The Mega Meats meal, Banquet's Mega Meat meal, is 13.5 ounces. It's 13 and a half ounces. The Hungry Man meal is 16 ounces.
But the 16 ounces is of a variety of things versus there's only the meat and stuffing, potatoes and gravy.
Yeah, but that's sort of the other thing. Like, yes, there's not as much, but it's also the Hungry Man meal is going to be more filling.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe go a little bit longer, not long. You know what I mean.
Not much farther, but still.
Yeah. There was something like I knew there was something off about this thing, and it's why I don't like Banquet. Anyway, moving right along.
All right. I hate to say it, we're back to lean cuisine. And in this case, this is their protein kick. Roasted turkey breast with herb dressing and cinnamon apples.
Yay, marketing.
I mean, to be fair, of all the lean cuisines, this one looks the best. 13 grams of protein. It's $4.99. I think that's a bit steep for me in my pocketbook. I'm just gonna say it. What's that?
It's 9.25 ounces.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Like, nope.
I decline. No, thank you.
I don't know about you. Hungry Man is still winning out the day.
Like it's just.
Yeah.
I'm sure it maybe tastes great. I'm sure it tastes just fine. I'm sure if you were to take the 3 bites and you would get the wonderful flavor of Thanksgiving for those 3 bites, and then you'd be done, and you'd be like, "Damn, I'm still hungry." Like,
and David's like, let me think about this. $10 for 2 of these, or 3 Hungry Mans for just over $10. Yeah.
Right? It just makes sense to me. And I wouldn't call like I'm sure there are other avenues in regards to lean cuisine that make it more like healthier and what have you. I get that. But I also just don't see if I'm going to spend the money for the sake of having this as a substitute for a meal that I'm missing and craving. I'm gonna probably want a little more out of it than what I'm gonna get from lean cuisine. Like so far, I hate to say this, lean cuisine, you've been a little disappointing. This whole time. So
fair.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. You can go now. Are we
All right,
done?
we're down
Are we
to our
done with lean
last.
cuisine?
Yeah, we're done with lean cuisine. We're down to our last 2. We're back to Stouffer's. This is their Fit Kitchen hearty, satisfying meals. This happens to be rotisserie, turkey, red skin, and sweet potatoes, and green beans. So this is a healthier style option. Has 25 grams of protein. It's $5.29.
Good Lord. So looking at the picture that I'm seeing on Google, it looks good. That looks like something I would get. Like if I were like in like a restaurant and I saw this kind of thing, I would probably like, oh, that smells really good. Having said that,
yes,
I worry 14.25 ounces. Yeah. I'm also going to worry about flavor. Because other than the turkey being rotisserie seasoned, not rotisserie chicken, mind you, or chicken turkey.
Right.
It's rotisserie seasoned. This is not rotisserie turkey. I'm good. I'm okay. This will be okay. It's all right. Okay.
And I think I saw one of the pictures here where somebody had actually taken it out of the box, and it's just one big bowl.
Mm.
Oh no, that's the steak fajitas. Never mind.
Ah, that's a good
But
idea to
there's a
kind of get an
possibility.
idea of how. Yeah, I can see this being not bad. Again, I think this would be a decent, okay meal for
Eh,
somebody.
makes it sound healthy, which turns me off.
Nice.
Okay. Last
All
but
right.
not
Last
least.
but not least, we're back to Marie Callender's. This is their turkey stuffing, mashed potatoes, and turkey breast with creamy mashed potatoes, home style stuffing, and savory gravy. This is meal to share. So this is a bigger box. It can be oven or microwave prepared. It is 2.5 portions per box.
Yeah, it's
So
like
we
a
have
family
got to
size.
let's debate the family size aspect of this after we've had all this criticism about like the portion sizing.
Yeah.
It's $6.99. I'm just gonna call it and own it. Marie Callender's rarely like stirs me wrong, so I'm like,
Mhm.
yes, I will get it.
Yeah.
I will especially
Hmm.
buy it if it's on sale, because a part of me is
Hmm.
like, this is like it. This is the
Hmm.
Thanksgiving dinner in a thing, and I don't give a shit about your 2.5 portions.
I
That
mean,
part.
it is 1.5 pounds.
And
That's still a good chunk of food. And,
sorry.
and
David
Sorry.
was like, "What's your point?"
compared to everything else, this is a lot more food.
Yes,
Uh,
this is the largest meal we've got. Yes.
so it says meal to share is a meal to share with my belly, and there is a possibility that I won't quite eat it all.
Right.
That's
Because it is
fair.
That's
still
fair.
a lot of food. I mean,
Yeah.
you might like getting a half pound burger or a double quarter pounder cheeseburger, right?
Right.
And that can still be pretty filling. This
Hmm.
is probably going to be filling, and for one person, you're probably not going to eat the whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's to be
Unless you're a
fair,
bear,
it's
then you might eat the
24
whole thing. But still,
Yeah,
What'd you say, Jeff
it's
or
20.
Gary?
It's 24 ounces. So when Jeff said it
Yeah.
was a pound and a half, it's 24 ounces, 680 grams. Yeah,
Yeah. I could again. I'm joking in a sense, in that, like, I could see someone eating this whole thing. I could. Again, it would depend on the person. Me, this would probably be a dinner and a lunch.
yeah.
Like, maybe not half and half of both, but like a little, like maybe two. Like, I don't want to even say 2/3 and a third. I feel like it would be a decent amount, and then save the rest for a lunch the next day, or the next day and a half, day or so.
Right. For one person, you're probably going to have some leftovers. How much depends on
Yeah.
the person, but um, uh, this is the most food out of everything we've gotten here so far.
Yeah.
And Marie calendars, when they say meal to share or large size, they mean it, and they're filling enough. So it actually looks pretty good. And knowing Marie calendars and the quality of their dishes, like any of the Marie calendars I poo pooed, I'm not saying that they probably taste bad. I'm just complaining about portion size. This is
Interest,
an acceptable portion sizing.
interesting.
Hmm.
Huh.
Well,
So I was doing quick math. So the Marie Callender's turkey mashed potato dressing, green beans, and carrot is 348 right now. This meal is 699. I now need to figure out how many ounces were in that other meal because that's an important
Yeah, it's
factor.
about it's actually like a penny or two double.
No, that's the honey roasted.
Maybe
Don't let the
4?
honey
14
roasted.
ounces was the other one.
Yeah. So you could potentially, again, buy two of that one for less than the one family like mega size.
Mhm. But being that it's
That's where my brain.
pennies different, yeah. But being pennies different, most
Yeah,
people
it's a
just opt
few
to spend the
pennies.
extra pennies and
$6.96 versus $6.99.
see,
Yeah, it's
Oh.
3 pennies.
3 cents.
But the difference is, what did we say? 28 ounces versus 24 ounces. So
Mhm.
you save 3 pennies, you get 4 more ounces of food.
Yeah,
You get a quarter cup more if you get 2 of the other ones. So
yeah.
to be fair,
Just again, it's just something I was
I mean,
thinking as we were.
for me, it comes down to, I think the winners, quote unquote, for me personally, are going to be the Marie Callender's turkey pot pie, the large size, the Hungry Man, one. Those 2 are definites, and now that we talked about this thing, I'm like, knowing my cheap ass,
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna buy 2 of those other ones instead of the big share one. Not that the 3 pennies is a big deal, but the fact that I get 4 more ounces of food out of it, yeah.
Right. Right.
I'm
that's kind of
I'm a lazy
where-
bitch, so I will spend the 3. Get the
3
slightly less
pennies and just
food
get
and
the
spend the
snack.
extra cash.
Yeah.
But in general, I would probably either get the Marie Callender's, the pot pie, or the Hungry Man.
Right. It was like if I was looking to save pennies and have not just pennies, but save some money, and I was looking to do something Thanksgiving-ish for myself, and it was just me, I'd probably just do the pot pie. Maybe do 1 or 2 just to have like something that would satiate a little bit longer, or the larger size for the Marie Callender one. Because that I feel would give me everything that I would want. I've not had a Hungry Man meal in a long time, but I am considering it. Yeah, I am considering it for the sake of this. I feel like that would be that meal is a great representation of a Thanksgiving meal
Mhm.
on a budget. It's missing like a mac and cheese, but I'm not going to get I hate to say I'm not going to get a really good mac and cheese and a family meal.
Yeah, just get some of the Easy Mac.
No. No. But the idea behind it is this is fine. Like you get a veggie, you get the cranberry relish, you get a mashed potato, you probably get some dressing. Like you get all of the things that you would want in a Thanksgiving meal in a good portion size that I think will be filling. And that's what I think is important here. Yeah. I can see like that. I can see that Hungry Man meal being the choice. Like if I couldn't make the meal myself,
Right.
which is probably a case most of the time, this would be a good alternative. That would be a good alternative.
Fair.
I'd have to get over my like Hungry Man is a good brand kind of thing. That's what I would have to do. But of the things we've seen, that one would be my go-to. All right.
And with that's the end of this part. That's right. This is only part 1. So if you're watching us live, you won't see us live next week. But I will premiere the part 2, which we'll be recording in a little bit. So we will see you for that. There are plenty of ways to contact us. I'm going to speed this along so we can get into our next part. CubsOutLoud.com, CubsOutLoud@gmail.com. 361 COL Talk. Blue Sky, Facebook, Tumblr, YouTube, at Cubs Out Loud, the appropriate place URL. On Towards Chat, bit.ly/telegram-col. Our Google Calendar, bit.ly/calendar-col. Our merch store, Zazzle.com, where you can get a soup mug just like this. I talked about this like last week. Didn't I? Was that last week?
Mm-hmm.
Some of the designs were designed by Smash. You can find more of his work. Oh, speaking of which, I'm belly rubbing specialist. This was designed by Smashy.
How appropriate.
Patreon.com/Cubs Out Loud, and donations at paypal.me/Cubs Out Loud. Find us on the various podcasting platforms. Please rate us, review us there to boost us up in the algorithm. Find me anywhere online, most likely as Box Cub Gaming.
Theater Cub 79, TheaTrecub79. I must be a related site. Maybe. You can find me as Pup Umbra79 on Blue Sky. That Blue Sky is not safe for work. The safe for work stuff you want, DMA Gamer79 on Blue Sky and TikTok. Gary.
If you'd like to get in touch with me, you can pretty much find me anywhere online as Gerber73.
Remember that? Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Have a good one, y'all.